Hi, I'm Maxine.
Hi, I'm Adiola.
And welcome to Lifestyle at Warwick. As students, we all feel the pinch when it comes to spending money.
So this week, Danni and Laura will be taste testing shop brands and value brands, see what really is the best value for money.
And later in the show, Laura and I will be trying out some live action role play, also known as LARPs. So we'll catch up with you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
This week we are taste testing. This is Lawrence. We've blindfolded him to see whether he can taste the difference between value products and more expensive alternatives. First off, cheesecake. Tesco Value versus Tesco's Finest.
That was disgusting. Well, number one was clearly that one because it didn't taste like chemicals. That one, by process of elimination, would be number two, I guess.
Next up, instant noodles. We'll be comparing Bachelor's Super Noodles with Tesco Value Noodles.
Okay, this one wasn't so obvious, but I'm guessing that the first one was the value one because it didn't have quite as much flavour and it was a bit more stringy. Yeah, and that one was more moist, had more flavour. I'm guessing that was the more expensive one, the second one.
Now we'll be testing Tesco's rice pudding with Ambrosia's.
I really have no idea. I'm going to guess that the first one was the value one, the cheaper product, just because it was slightly less creamy, but I'm not sure. They both tasted pretty much the same.
And finally, we'll be comparing Tesco Value beans with Heinz.
I don't know. I don't think there was that much difference, but maybe the first one was a bit nicer, a bit less crunchy. But I'd pretty much eat either of them, to be honest.
So what did you prefer, the branded or the value?
Well, overall, I think it didn't matter in certain places. Like more common foods like beans and rice pudding, they don't really taste of anything anyway. So, you can definitely save money by going with the value version of this. I got it wrong, to be honest, and the same with the rice pudding. So yeah, but with the cheesecake, you don't want to try especially not with the blindfold. That was the biggest shock. So if you're going for desserts, if you're trying to impress, you really do have to spend a bit more money, I'm sure.
Hi, so what did you think of the value food?
I wouldn't really be shopping at Tesco Value.
No, when
Not
it came
for the
to
cake.
No, the
No.
cheesecake. I think the Finest really did look like it tasted
It
better.
did.
Yeah.
And next we'll be watching you and Laura LARPing.
Oh my god, I can hear it. Hi, I'm Maxine.
And I'm Laura. And today for Lifestyle, we're going to be testing out LARPs, the Live Action Roleplay Society.
So we're going to be kitted out in costume and going out into the woods to have some hardcore battles.
Some combat and some fun.
Yeah.
Guys, charge in, attack each other, mush it up, come on! Disobey me! Get bridge! Get over the bridge! Go! Okay, let's do this! Knock back! Knock back! Attack them! Knock back! Take them! Lead the general!
Protect the general! He'll charge us anyway! We're done! We'll die from both ways! We'll die from both ways! We'll die from both ways!
It's really hard to keep up with the rules.
And it's really tiring. I haven't done this much running in ages.
There are so many different chants.
I know, I can't remember all of them. It's actually quite complicated.
Like not back and
yeah, like not back.
and then you have to knock back.
And then if you do a crush, you get 2 points. And you're only allowed 3 points, so 1 more point and she'd be dead.
And there's trip, and I have to fall forward.
Yeah, and stuns, you stop for 2 seconds. And there's also spells as well, but we can't
But we're
do
not allowed to
them.
do them because you know we're only here
Yeah.
for a little bit. But yeah, and also when you die, you have to die dramatic death, but then you have to run out of your hand up so they know.
So they know that you're dead.
Oh, right, we need to move.
Okay,
Go.
time to move on.
Unfortunately, you.
Get back to the line! Come on! Hi, and we're here with the president of LARP Society. So what's LARP's all about?
LARPs is about going into the woods with your friends, dressing up in some awesome armour and costume and things, and hitting each other with weapons like these. It's pretty simple. We just have a good laugh with this. There's some sort of plot and role play involved, but mostly it's about the hitting people.
So how did you get involved with LARPs?
A few of my friends back home before I came to university were talking about this hobby where they were in a big field, there's 3,000 people with shield walls and different things, and how they wear armour, and I just had no choice but to get involved really. It just sounded too incredible. So I decided to make my own armour and got stuck in, and then I came to uni.
So how much does it like roughly cost? Like how much would this sword cost?
Sword.
This sword is basically a kindergarten, Fisher Price first time sword. It's about 25 quid.
£25.
Some of the more advanced ones are about 60 quid. We have spears this tall, which are about 120 quid.
Okay.
You could easily spend on a character about £500 to get yourself
Right.
kitted
That's a
up
lot of
fully.
commitment.
in
And then your
costume,
character
yes.
can get killed, and then can you like wear that stuff again, or?
You can, but people think it's bad form. So if your character gets killed, you're generally going to have
Screwed.
to
Spend more
reinvest.
money. Okay.
Yes.
So you're wearing a green blazer. What does that mean?
That just means it's a military blazer. I just quite like wearing it because
Okay.
it keeps you warm. Oh, one thing about the society though, we do offer all of our own costume, so you don't have to spend any money.
Yeah,
to
because
join
we're
the
wearing
society.
costume
Yes,
today.
all of this was taken from our cupboard, so you don't have to spend a penny
the
to get
hood.
involved in Warwick LARPs. So
Well,
yeah,
thanks
Okay,
for talking to us.
thank
that's all.
you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Hi, we're with Matt, the ref of the society.
That's a lot of armour you're wearing there, Matt. How much does that weigh?
It's about 5 stone, so it's just over 30 kilos.
Whoa. That's like the weight of a small child. I wouldn't be able to run around like in that in combat.
You get used to it. I don't know if you noticed when we were out there earlier, but I was always towards the back.
Yeah.
I couldn't really get in front of many people. But
So how
it's
much
all right.
did it all cost?
Altogether, this armour was about £500.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I feel bad, but it needs spending.
Don't worry, I would spend that on
So
clothes.
what about LARP socials? What are they like?
Well, we have 2 types of socials. We've got in-character socials and out-of-character socials. The out-of-character socials we have every week after we've done a session. We're up in the Dirty Duck or sometimes Varsity and just have a few drinks, relax after fighting.
So
all
they're like
afternoon.
pretty crazy, or?
Not that bad. It depends how much people have to drink. But then a couple of times a term we have in-character socials as well, where we actually play like our characters and go along and we can have plot and develop the storyline a little bit. And
Okay.
they're technically non-combat, but there have been...
But wait,
times.
combat in a bar or a pub?
Yeah, there's a pub in Coventry we go to called Whitefriars, which is like a 16th century alehouse.
Okay.
So we just rent a room in there and it's like really
Sounds like fun,
period and
actually.
everything. So.
Well, we had fun today, so thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what would you say to people who want to get involved with LARPs?
Seriously, give it a go. Life's too short to worry about looking silly. It's great fun.
So, that's been Lifestyle at Warwick.
I really hope you've enjoyed the show.
I've been Maxine.
I've been Adiola.
Tune in next week for
Live with more style.